Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, there's so much talk about scheduling and ratings and playoffs, and do we have a playoff? So we don't. We know in 2026 there's going to be some type of change. We don't know what yet, but we know there's going to be some type of change. And if you took a look at the schedule video I just done previous to this, you'll see about redoing the schedule to kind of get away from the NFL to help our ratings. I talked about this great new points format I have. Alright. Here's the thing. I do like playoffs, yes. Here's why. Big secret. I don't really talk about much why. The why is I don't like seeing the championship clinched early. We had a lot of that back in Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt days. I want to see a championship race for the championship. I want to see, yes, we're looking at who's going to win the race, but also who's going to win the championship. Kind of combine those into two like we do now. And I understand the whole one race. I don't get that completely, and here's why. Back in the day, 1992, a lot of people talk about, came down to one race. Ernie Irvin got loose coming off of 4, took out Davey Allison, who had a 25-point lead going into that race. He was statistically the best driver of 1992. He did not win a championship. I understand now he had a buffer going into that race. Now you're 4 even. And if you check out the schedule, I talked about a new playoff format where that changes. The new playoff format would be top 15 in points, plus any additional winners. So winning you're in still, but top 15 in points make the playoffs no matter what, plus any additional winners. You run 3 races, top 12 move on, no reset, no win and move on. You run 3 races, the top 8 move on, no reset, no win and move on. So it's 12 and then 8, and then in the round of 8, top 4 move on. No win and move on. So in my scenario, Denny Hamlin has not clinched a race in the finals yet. And then when you get to the championship race, you have 4 drivers. Then you do a reset, and you add all those player points. So if driver A has 100 player points, driver 2 has 50, driver 3 has 25, driver 4 has none. Those are the points you go in with. So you have a buffer as you go into that one race finale. Now, redoing the points I think is necessary, and here's why. Right now, wins don't mean a whole lot, besides the playoffs. But point-wise, we got to have a point system where wins mean something. We got to have some teeth behind wins. To me, you got to have teeth behind top 5s, top 10s. If you have a bad day, whatever the reason is, there needs to be some loss there. There needs to be some, if you go out and you break a toe link on lap 2, and you get it fixed, and you come out 50 laps down, or whatever the number is, Kyle Larson did this twice, you get the fastest lap point, but he didn't gain a lot, because we don't have a lot of degradation these days when it comes to cars breaking down, motors blowing up, and a lot of DNFs. So you need some teeth there, you need that, when they come back out, they need, something. He gained no points and gained like 2 positions. So you need to make some difference there as well. So what I've done, read them the points system. So first place gets 200 points, 40th place gets 10. Here's the breakdown. 200 for the win, 180 for second. So first place gets 20 more points than second place. And then it's 10 points separate between second and 10th. So 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and 100. So 10th place gets 100 points. So you already get a 100-point difference between 10th place and a win. So you get 5 points, minus 5 points to go to 11th. 11th through 20th is 5 points down. So 95, 90, 85, 80, 75, 70, 65, 60, 55, 50. So 20th place gets 50 points. Then you minus 2 through the rest of the field. 48, 46, 44, on down. 28 points for 31st, 10 points for 40th. So you've got 20 extra points for the win, separated by 10 through 10th. 11th through 20th is separated by 5. Or 10 through 20 is separated by 5. 21st through 40th is separated by 2. So if 36 cars in the field, 18 points for the last place, and you gain 1 position, there's 2 extra points you gain. If you gain 2, there's 4 points. We don't have that now. The last couple of positions are all 1 point. Now, if we keep stage racing, which I hope we do, if we keep stage racing, if you win the stage, you get 50 points. Second, you get 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and 1. So if you win that stage, you get 50 points, and then next place gets 40. So there's 10-point difference there. Now, at the end of the year, or if we keep a playoff, if you win a stage, you get 10 playoff points. Second gets 5, third gets 1. If you win the race, you get 20 playoff points. Second gets 5, third gets 1. So I'm rewarding second and third in the stages and for the playoff points and in the race. I think that finishing second and third, that podium, still the view. Now there's more of an emphasis on finishing first, second, and third in stages and in the race. So you can get a max of 40 playoff points if you win the race, win both stages. Now, if we keep the playoffs, at the end of the playoffs, we have the reset, so you get points, top 10 in points. So if you win the regular season title, you get 60 points, playoff points. If you finish second, you get 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and 10th place gets 1. So now you are rewarding more points for first, second, and third playoff points. Obviously, if we don't have playoff points, we're looking at the overall points. You still get a lot more points by winning races, finishing top 5, finishing the top 10. Right now, William Byron and Kyle Larson are tied for the points lead. A lot of people talked about the whole William Byron Ty Dillon issue there at Vegas and how it could cost William Byron a shot at the championship, and playoffs are stupid because of that. Here's the thing: William Byron is not top 5 in wins, but top 5s, top 10s. He's like 4th or 5th in average finish. The only stat that he was actually leading in was points. Now, in my playoff format, you win, you're in. Take the top 15 in points, additional winners. Then you do your reset. It turns into the chase format with elimination. Run 3 races, top 12 move on. No reset, no win. Run 3 races, the top 8 move on. No reset, no win. Run 3 races, top 4 move on, then you do your reset. Now, going into the round of 8, going into Vegas, Chase Briscoe was leading that chase style points. He is top 3 in wins, top 3 in top 5s, top 3 in top 10s, top 3 in average finish. Giving more points for those positions if we don't have a playoff would benefit wins, top 5s, top 10s, average finish more than just one stat points. Just my opinion, just my thoughts. So, to wrap, you win, you get 200 points. Finish in second, you get negative 20 points from that, so 180. Then, second through 10th is separated by 10 points. 11th through 20th is separated by 5 points. 21st through 40th is separated by 2 points. If we do stages, 50, 40, and then 5 points down to 9th, and 10th gets 1 point. So between 9th and 10th is 5 to 1. If we do playoff points, to win a stage, 10, second 5, third 1. I'm going to reward top 1, 2, 3, quote podium. If you win the race, you get 20 playoff points, 5 for second, 1 for third. At the end of the regular season champion, you can even up that to 100, that's fine too. Whatever point value that regular season title means a whole lot. Second place 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and 1. So you want to emphasize that regular season title. You want to emphasize winning races, top 5s, top 10s. Make sure you check out the new schedule I did to help with ratings, not going against the NFL at all. January through July, through Labor Day weekend would be the NASCAR. January 11th through Labor Day weekend would be the new schedule. Check that out as well. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports content.